Alright, so I've cleaned this trim with soap and water, and I've dried it off, toweled it off as best as I could, especially on this side. It's important for this to be very dry before you try to apply any kind of vinyl wrap. And then the last step that I do is just make sure, because I use soap, dish soap, to wash this, but any kind of soap you use, doesn't matter what, it's going to leave a little bit of residue. So just to really clean it, you want to use rubbing alcohol. The higher the proof of the rubbing alcohol, the better. I think this is only 50%, but like an 80 or 90% rubbing alcohol really works the best. And it'll dry off pretty quick. So yeah, especially you just want to really clean off the surface that you're going to be wrapping to. So, I'm going to hit it with a heat gun real quick just to evaporate off any moisture. And then on the inside too. Alright, so let's see, this is brand new roll. I actually haven't used the Vivid black gloss before, so I got a little sample from them a while back, and this looked really good. I thought it would look good for my trim, so alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure a piece. So I just want to make sure this piece is big enough because there's a little bit of a recess here. So I just want to make sure. So if I did it this way, I don't know that there would be enough trim, enough room. I mean, there probably would be, but I don't really want to risk it. I could save a little bit though. Yeah, I think there's enough that if I laid it down. Maybe I'll do it this way. I'll do it the long way. So I'll cut it here. Alright, hopefully it's big enough. I think it should be. Shouldn't be a problem. Alright, so I'm just going to roll this the opposite way. Okay. So it looks like there's a protective coating over the gloss, so I'll leave that for now until I'm ready to take it off. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the backing off upside down. Cool. I'm going to lay this trim right on top of it. There's plenty. Cool. Very nice. Okay. Alright, I think this this protective layer is going to make it hard to work with. I'm going to peel that off. Cool. I'm going to hit it with the heat. It looks like it wrinkled up a little bit, so this should kind of release some of those wrinkles. Cool. Just a little bit of heat. Try not to let this touch the table too much because I don't want dirt and other stuff to get stuck on it. Because if a little crumb from the table, although I've cleaned this table, if a little crumb from the table gets under the vinyl, you're going to see it. So trying to avoid that. handy dandy little tool here. So as I work this over, start to see the outline of the. Be careful not to damage my vinyl here. Okay, very cool. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but it is starting to pop through here. So. Alright, it's actually not too bad, knock on wood. Hopefully I don't run into any problems, but it looks like it's actually sticking pretty nicely. I'm going to put this down so I can kind of work on it like that. See if I can wrap this around here. Alright, the curves and the contours are where wrapping is not so easy. But with a little massaging, you should be able to get right around it. And then if it's giving you a little bit of trouble, starting to wrinkle up, you hit it with a little bit of low heat, should be easier to work with. Yeah, it'll soften up and just massage right over. Then once I cut this up and trim it, I think I left my scissors out in the car. I have to go get them. Yeah, it's looking nice. It's laying over real nice now. Move with the scissors. Be careful not to tear this. Alright, so that was the hardest one. So these ones should be pretty easy. So I finished my trim. Got my wrap on, it looks good. So I'm gonna try to put this back in before I lose all daylight here. So first I'm gonna put back the boot cover. Actually I'm gonna do that last. First I'm gonna put, I'm gonna put the cup holder. Remember, all the screws go. Alright, let's stick this back in. It's all clean now. Alright, so I'm gonna just give this a nice little rub down. Make sure it's as flush as it can be. Stick this bad boy in there. That's as good as it's going to look. Alright, let's drop this booty in. fucking rad. I'll just coerce it into falling into place, and I think we're good. Alright. Damn, that looks pretty slick, if I don't say so myself. Alright, cool. I just gotta pop it back in here. Gonna reconnect my seat heaters. This one's kind of short, so really bring it in close. There we go. All right, lean back. Actually, I'm just gonna clean some of this up, but it looks actually pretty good. So there we go.